Today we're talking about multiplication and division. So what is multiplication? Multiplication is putting equal groups together. Here I have 4 groups with 3 stars in each group, or 4 groups of 3 stars. Multiplication means I'm going to take all the stars out of their groups and put them into one big pile, like this. That's 12 stars. 4 times 3 equals 12. So then what is division? Division is separating objects into equal groups. This time I'm starting with the big pile of 12 stars and I'm dividing or separating them up into groups. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Multiplication and division are opposites. When you multiply, you know the number of groups and the number of objects in each group. What you're trying to figure out is the big number, the total number of objects, if you took them out of their groups and put them together. In division, you know the total number of objects and you know how many groups. You're trying to figure out how many objects will be in each group when you divide up that big number into small groups. Let's take a look at what multiplication and division look like. We can use objects to model multiplying and dividing. So if I want to use, I'm going to use these pom-poms to model multiplication. Let's try showing the problem 3 times 5. So what multiplication is groups of objects. What this means is that I have 3 groups with 5 objects in each group. So let's go ahead and show that with the pom-poms. And to find the answer to this multiplication problem, I just have to take the pom-poms out of their groups and put them all together into a big pile. This is my answer. So let's see how much that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3 times 5 is 15. The total or big number when you combine all the pom-poms together, that's your answer, or in multiplication, it's called your product, the product of 3 and 5. Now, let's see what division looks like using the pom-poms. This time, I'm going to solve the problem 15 divided by 5. So what that means is I have a big group of 15 pom-poms and I have 5 smaller groups that I'm going to be dividing them up into. All right, now I just have to divide them up and I have to make sure that I keep an equal amount in each group. So a good way to do that is kind of like dividing up cards or dealing cards like this. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, and 1 for you. Another 1 for you, another 1 for you, and for you, you, and you. I think I have enough to go around again. Another 1 for you. Oops, another 1 for you, another 1 for you, another 1 for you, and another 1 for you. And then to find the answer to the division problem, I really only have to look at one group. However many pom-poms are in one group, that's the answer. So that's 1, 2, 3. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And when you're dividing, the answer is called the quotient. So let's look at the difference between multiplication and division one more time. Remember, when I'm multiplying, I have small groups, like this 5 groups of 3, and I'm putting them together to find my answer. My answer is the big number, the total number of objects. When I'm dividing, I'm starting with the big number, and I'm dividing them up into smaller equal groups. And however many are in each group, that's the answer to the division problem.